What's up, everyone? My name is Blue, and we are back with some more malicious compliance posts. Like an evil Amy Santiago, these people follow the rules in order to make a point. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And with that, let's get into it. The coffee machine? Okay. Hope you don't mind which one. So this one happened just a few days ago in my own home, and my partner's ability to do malicious compliance in real life cracks me up. So I wanted to share this one. For Christmas, I got my partner a Keurig. He's an avid coffee drinker, and before this, he had a Tassimo. But for personal reasons, we live in my mother's crowded house, and the Tassimo, while brand new when opened, came pretty much broken. But it's all he had access to, and it's all we could afford. The thing can't run without making a ton of noise. But I know my house too well and can honestly tell you no one takes care of anything. Everyone uses my stuff and constantly breaks it or wrecks it in some way, and are woefully unapologetic about it. I'm just used to it. But when I spent all this money on the Keurig, I wanted it to be just for my partner, since my mother said, "No one else drinks coffee in the house." She wasn't really wrong. They, for the most part, drink barely anything caffeinated. However, recently, since the Keurig is left in the kitchen, we've both come to realize that they had intentions of using the Keurig without our permission. Not that we would normally mind, but in the last 2 weeks alone, about 3 things of mine have been broken. We weren't taking that risk and moved it down to my room. It has produced no smell and was making no fuss. But, while out the other day, I received a text questioning where the coffee machine went. I know she's not that clueless because she's talked to me about the Keurig before, when she was considering buying him one for Christmas. She just tried to play dumb so I wouldn't know she wanted it upstairs for them to use it. When I told her it was downstairs for convenience, she went off. It all boiled down to, "It can't be downstairs in your room because I said so." And to make it look like it wasn't about using the machine, she even threw in some stuff about moving out if we wanted to live like we had our own apartment and whatnot. I was livid. My partner, however, determined that he wasn't going to let them use whatever Keurig pods they bought and didn't want to tell us they had. So my partner brought his old Tassimo back upstairs. The look on my mom and her fiance's face was priceless. They looked so annoyed and wouldn't even speak to us nor say a word. They won't dare ask why the Keurig isn't upstairs. It's been about 2 days since then, and my mother still shoots us daggers whenever my partner makes coffee. You asked for a coffee machine? You got a coffee machine. End of transaction. Respond to all emails, or else. So, on my previous job position, I was working as an expert on vehicle damages. Mostly superficial with some exceptions. But we were outsourcing for Germany. I live in a small country called Macedonia. So all the evaluations were done electronically. We were sent pictures and reports of the car's conditions, and we move on from there. Now, a lot of the people tasked with taking these pictures did a poor job of them, and we had to send back almost half of what we received daily to get a real picture of the actual problem in question for each car. Our boss from Germany, as stingy as can be human, didn't like this at all because he only cared about numbers. So on several occasions he, once or twice screaming even, bashed us with saying, "I don't care about the pictures, just calculate the damage as high as possible." Cue malicious compliance. No problem, boss. We started sorting through the images and reporting everything that looked off as a damage. Soon, the company started to get reclamations for sums exceeding $2,000 for a hood or a door scratch, with explanations ranging from whole door distorted, image was compressed, paint smudged, image blurred, and so on. But the creme de la creme was a colleague of mine that had a moment of brilliance. He got a picture of the front part of the car, taken from the driver's side, with damage reported as rear bumper scratched. He immediately returned an evaluation of back part of the car is missing. Honda Civic 2010. Evaluated cost of repair? New car, $10,000. 1 month later, our local coordinator informed us that the whole team of people taking pictures of the cars has been changed and we'll start getting better pictures. We didn't, but at least we weren't yelled at for our requests anymore. Man, if only you had known this was going on as the customer. Yeah, my car got dinged in a parking lot, and just send him a picture of the tire. Boom. Whole new car. Sort of. I got my first chance at malicious compliance today, and I don't think it's that malicious, but okay. For context, my mother's car has a faulty seat, so when someone needs to get into the back, you have to fold the seats down. I hopped in the back and I was holding the seat back for my sister so the seat wouldn't slam in her face. When she got in, she said, "You don't need to hold the seat." So I let go of the seat, and the headrest was slammed into the side of her face. And her only reply was a simple, "Okay then." I only just realized I could post this here, so I did. Hope you found this funny in some way. So, moral of the story is yes, you do need to hold the seat. You want extra spicy pizza? You got it, bro. This is not my own story. My coworker has this experience when he was working at a small pizzeria. He works at a small pizzeria run by only 2 to 3 people and open 10/24 and until 5 or 6 in the morning on weekends because there were a lot of bars around the area. They had this regular customer who is originated from Central Asia, and he likes spicy food. He would always complain that his pizza is not spicy enough, although he ordered extra chili in it. According to my friend, the owner and the workers know him well, so they always give him a lot of chili in it. One day, he came to the pizzeria and ordered a pizza with the spiciest chili the pizzeria has. The owner, a man from South Asian origin, just arrived back from a visit at his home country. So he had brought many spices and, of course, chilies that is not available in the country we live. We live in Northern Europe country. The owner asked him, "Are you sure you want a really spicy chili? Because I got one." The customer said, "Yes, I want it. Even better, give me extra." Then the owner put his special chili from Asia into the pizza, and he told my friend, "This one is one nasty chili." After the pizza is ready, they give it to the customer, and they didn't hear anything from him for a week. Usually, that customer visits the pizzeria at least once or twice a week. Maybe after almost 2 weeks, the customer shows up and the owner asks him if the chili was spicy enough for him. The customer said, "What on earth is that chili? I have never eaten chili that is really spicy like that. For a week, every time I have to go to the bathroom, I always have ice cubes with me." The owner laughed and he told the customer that the chili is really famous for the spiciness. Yo, you want the spice, you get the spice. That's how it works, man. Don't be asking for stuff you can't handle. And that's all the time we have for these malicious compliance stories today. If you liked any of the stories or were particularly grossed out by any of them, make sure to click that like button. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more stories. Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you later.